Suggestive gaming. Uncut.
And once we're done with this whole thing, I think you have to play guitar.
Oh, he does in the trailer of the second
Yeah,
game.
she plays guitar, dude. Oh my god, it's interconnected.
Hey guys, welcome back to Last of Us Uncut. It's been a while. You're gonna see this even later because we've got another episode in the can that you're gonna see before this that we had some technical difficulties with. So that's why it took so long to come up. But Chris, we've been doing these Uncuts off and on for the last couple years.
We have.
And they've been fun. But you had the idea to kind of switch up the format of them and make them more like a not only gameplay, not only us responding to the game, but actually having things to talk about.
Sure.
Instead of just banging our head against the wall.
Okay, so I have a new idea.
Okay.
So, actually... Alright, you know what? What are these, like 20 minutes? 25 minutes?
Usually we shoot for 20, 25.
20 minutes, okay.
Cut them up between there.
So, I'm thinking... This idea is generated on the fly.
Alright, I like that.
So, we go...
Spontaneity.
5 to 10 minutes of gaming news.
Okay.
5 to 10 minutes of what we have played recently.
Okay.
And then, the last 5 minutes, if the chat is still there, we do like a Q&A.
Nice little Q&A action.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that, Chris.
Yeah?
Alright. So let's start with our game. Well, first, I do want to talk about where we've been.
Yeah, just give a little recap.
Yeah, it's been
a while.
a little quiet on the channel lately. So generally, whoopsie tootsies. So generally, the way the suggested gaming worked was you would take streams on Twitch, I would take streams on YouTube, and we'd kind of do our things separately there and stream, and then we'd come up with videos weekly, blah blah blah. Right?
Sure.
So I've had some health issues lately that have just like fucking debilitated me, right? So it started off, my doctor thought it was like really bad acid reflux, and then like I was waking up in the middle of the night screaming because I thought I was dying. Like literally, I would wake up thinking I was having a heart attack and just start yelling at the top of my lungs, and nobody would hear me, which was really scary. But obviously I'm still here, so unfortunately I did not die. So
I'm glad you're here.
Thanks, man. So I've gone back to the doctor like 3 times since, and now he thinks it might be costochondritis,
Okay.
which is like an inflammation of your ribs, which would explain why like there's pressure on my heart,
Yeah.
which explains like the heart attack feeling.
Okay.
But he's fairly confident there's no issues with my heart, actually.
Yeah.
Like they did X-rays and all that shit, and it seems fine. But I'm still in pain all the time. And the other thing, I'm better now.
Yeah.
That they call me Post Malone. It's a terrible joke. You didn't have to give me anything for that. I like as I was saying it, I was like I shouldn't, but it was too late. So anyway, it when it was at its worst, it hurt to talk. So like I made that GTA Part 2 video, and I had to like keep taking breaks. Like that was what, like a 15-20 minute video?
Yeah.
That probably took me 4 hours to record the VO.
Oh, wow.
Because I had to keep stopping because my chest hurt so bad. So that's why I wasn't streaming, because it literally hurt to talk for extended periods of time. But I'm feeling slightly better, and obviously we're here, we're back. Yeah, so hopefully the content starts flowing again. But we thank you all for sticking around. And
Appreciate you all.
yeah.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah. So go ahead with what you were going to say, Christopher.
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, we're going to talk about news? Do you want to just jump into that?
Sure.
Segment. News. All right, that was my announcement of the
I like
segment.
it. We need like a what do they call that? A stab in radio.
Yeah.
Like the
Gaming news.
there you go. Perfect.
Let me just go to Google and type in gaming news.
Wow, you weren't prepared?
I was kind of prepared, but... All right, Josh, first topic.
Yep.
All right, so... new Modern Warfare game.
Yep.
We have a Modern Warfare story summary video.
Yeah, got some tasty clicks on that shit.
Yeah. How do you feel about Modern Warfare, like the soft reboot, I believe it is?
Yeah, so I don't know if soft reboot means they're gonna do like it takes place in the same universe.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is the beginning of a new chapter, but it's going to, like... Because Price is in it,
Right.
as we saw from the trailer.
Price is right.
So I don't know if it's going to be, like, he's gonna bridge the gap. Maybe he'll either retire or die in this one, and bring about a new cast of characters that we'll see going forward. But it's not like I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't give a fucking shit about any of the characters in the Modern Warfare games. Like, I didn't even know their names until I made the video.
I like Soap.
I knew his name was Soap because of, like, the beginning of the first game where he's like, what kind of name is Soap? But that's, like, I knew he existed, but I did not know, like...
Fair enough.
Which one was which? Because you always play as different people.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't know how I keep track of any of these people, so... my point is, I have not been invested in the, like, minute storyline of the Call of Duty games, more so the grand scheme of things. Like, I will say, like, the EMP in Washington, D.C., and then fighting through the White House, one of my favorite gaming moments of all fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool. So I hope we get to see big set pieces like that again. But as far as, like, the story goes, I mean, whatever. But... what do you think, Chris, of just new Modern Warfare?
As for campaign, I think I'm pretty hyped. I mean, seeing Captain Price was, I don't know, pretty nostalgic and cool, because I do love those campaigns. I'm just curious to see how it's all gonna fit. I mean, he looks kind of young, right? So I'm kind of thinking, like, where does this kind of fit, you know?
Right, like, and that's why I wonder, because Price was in Call of Duty 3. Like, there was Captain Price in Call of Duty 3, and then there was... Captain Price in Modern Warfare, and they just aren't the same guy. Like, they're the same guy, like the same model, same name, but they're not the same guy. So I wonder if that's just what they're gonna do again.
Sure.
Like, they just have Captain Price again, but it's not a continuation of the story. It's like a different universe.
Yeah.
So I could see them doing something like that, especially since where 3 ended wasn't a terrible ending.
No, it was great. I mean,
like, it was a good place to, you know, put the...
It was a good trilogy, I think. I mean, it was great. I mean, definitely better than the Black Ops trilogy. I mean, Black Ops 1 was great, right? But, I think...
Oh, 2 was the best, though. The numbers, Mason.
No, that's 1.
That's 1?
Yeah.
Fuck. Sorry. Then 1 was the best? Oh, I keep thinking because World at War was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of, like, they all kind of... all together. I just think...
That's a giraffe!
I'm a giraffe! I'm a giraffe! I think, like, they all interconnect really nicely, in terms of, like, consistently in terms of Modern Warfare, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Alright, well, that's Modern Warfare news.
So, in other Modern Warfare news, Chris.
Sure.
Cross-platform play across all consoles. So PS4, Xbox, and PC.
That's gonna be tough.
All can play together.
PC players are gonna be fucking bonkers. I
wonder if they'll let you, like, decide.
Probably, yeah.
A lot of them do. And then, also, no season pass.
Yeah. Wild. I wonder what they're gonna do.
Microtransactions. It's gotta be it. Like, there's just gotta be fucking shit tons of microtransactions.
It's gonna be like Borderlands, where the guy's like, there's no microtransactions, and like literally 5 minutes later, it's like, just kidding.
There's no microtransactions except where there's microtransactions. Everywhere else, though, there's no microtransactions. But yeah, I think EA kind of set the precedent there, because they've been doing the whole no season pass, free DLC thing for a while. So, good on them, I guess. So that's Modern Warfare news, I feel.
It is.
I hope there's sweet glitches.
So, the new Zelda spin-off.
Yeah, by the Crypt and the Necromancer folks.
Yeah, releasing in June.
Necrodancer, sorry.
How do you feel about that?
I'm excited to try it. I liked Crypt and the Necrodancer. I didn't play it too much. I basically just popped in my own MP3s and was like, this is neat, and then never touched it again. But from what I've seen of the trailers, like, their Zelda remixes they sound super cool. Okay. So I'm all for it. I'll definitely buy it and check it out.
The gameplay does look really nice.
It's a Zelda rhythm game, which is, I mean, crazy to think of. Yeah. But we're getting it.
This past week, Death Stranding released a very long trailer.
Oh, 8 minutes long, right? Holy shit, I got my plastic baby pre-ordered, man. I am so excited.
Good old bridge babies. Bridge babies, that's what they called them in the trailer. So I'm still a little kind of confused. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to understand the story completely, from a trailer, but there's still, like, a lot of, like, what's going on, which I kind of like,
Yeah, for sure.
I was reading, I think on like the Death Stranding like blog that they post, they were talking about how like combat is not something you're going to be wanting to do.
Yeah, like you're gonna want to avoid it.
Yeah.
Which I when I saw the trailer, I was kind of surprised by that because it shows him kind of sneaking and avoiding.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't know why I'm surprised because that's Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Like that's what Metal Gear is.
Okay. Yeah. See, I never played those games, so I don't know what to expect. I mean, it did kind of like from what I've played of Metal Gear. I played a little bit of 5, right, when we did that video.
Yeah, that's right. But that you played nothing stealth.
Right.
Like, that mission
I just kind of
was
ran
all-
in and just like started shooting everything.
Yeah. That mission was like you're. Like enemies are advancing on you, survive type thing. And five didn't really have that much like stealth action. It was all basically like you can do whatever you want. And in that case, like dominant theory is like, yeah, I'm just gonna go in guns blazing because there's no no penalty to not.
But there's a lot of cool things in that shit. Like that extending ladder was funny. It kind of sounded like the homage to that Metal Gear Solid scene where he's climbing the ladder. I don't know. It just reminded me of that for some reason.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
It was
like a super long ladder.
Yeah. It was kind of funny.
I will say that like now we actually kind of know what the game is about.
Yeah.
Like we never knew up until this point, but apparently it's like the Death Stranding are some kind of spectral beings that have appeared and caused Earth's cities to kind of fracture into like separate from each other.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is reconnecting these cities with metaphorical bridges, which is the name of the thing. And apparently the bridge babies, help you see these beings. And yeah, I mean I'm a Kojima whore. I hated Metal Gear Solid 5, and I hate to say that because it was like it was the end of Metal Gear.
No, yeah, most people say like Metal Gear Solid 5 is a bad Metal Gear Solid game, but just kind of like technically a good game. Is that something you would agree with?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Because the gameplay was solid.
Yeah.
Like the engine was very solid. Like all the shit you could do was very solid. But like on the whole, like what they did with it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Because yes, it was a bad Metal Gear Solid game.
Okay.
Like they had to pay Kiefer Sutherland $1 bajillion, so like Snake never fucking talks. And it's like such a big part of Metal Gear Solid is like not just what you're doing, but the interaction Snake has with these other colorful cast of characters. And
right.
It also like retconned this really weird retcon that didn't need to exist.
I stole it.
It was just really strange. Like it explained a plot hole that's existed since Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
Like, but nobody was asking for that. It's almost like Kojima was like Konami went to Kojima and they're like, we want another Metal Gear game.
Yeah.
And he's just like, fuck, I'm out of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
He's like, well, here, I guess I could put something there. And that's what he did. But I mean, and also like I said, there was not a lot of like stealth action.
Sure.
And I think they even took that out because Metal Gear Solid has always been subtitled Tactical Espionage Action.
Okay.
Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I think they even took that out of Metal Gear Solid 5 because it's not espionage anymore. But
sounds like a college degree where they just smash fucking words together.
yeah, kind of. But and also it just I don't know, like it ends in a really weird spot. Like there's literally 15 minutes at the end of the game where you're sitting in a Jeep with the main bad guy who's like a terrorist trying to like eradicate like entire countries.
Sure.
And you're literally just sitting in a Jeep and you both are just sitting in silence as the Jeep drives to its destination. And like no music's playing, nothing. It's just he's talking, Kiefer Sutherland isn't saying anything, and then he stops talking and you still drive for like another 3 minutes in silence, and it's really awkward. It's like they probably meant for something to go here but ran out of money or something. Like, yeah. So, moral of the story is Metal Gear Solid 5 isn't that great, but Death Stranding, I feel Kojima's got no restrictions on him whatsoever. Sony was basically just like, here's a bunch of fucking money, go wild, cuz. And he's like, all right.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. They were just like...
There's a character named Die Hard Man.
Yes. It seemed like they were like, just fucking make the most creative shit you could do. Like, literally, here's the keys, and just fucking go wild.
Well, and I'm excited because Kojima hasn't made something non-Metal Gear in ages. Because Konami basically wouldn't let him do anything else. Like, he wanted to do Silent Hills, and we saw what happened with that.
Like, this is really loud.
I could turn it down a bit.
All right, Josh.
All right, yeah.
Next thing I wanted to talk about before
it.
we go into talking about what we've been playing, which I think should happen soon.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll eyeball it.
What are your predictions for some E3 stuff here? No, clickers. Sorry.
Oh, fucking clickers. The reason I never fucking played this game. E3 predictions. Good call on that one.
How do you do like that?
That's a good question. You know, since we're doing this news thing, we might just have to skip the last episode.
That's true.
If the last episode was 14, just make this one 16.
Right.
Like, just skip that one.
I'm down for that.
All right, just have everybody confused. E3 predictions. So Sony's not going to be there. Nintendo's not going to be there.
No, Nintendo's going to be there.
Nintendo's got a treehouse.
What does that mean?
It's basically they're showing off shit that's already announced.
Oh.
So they're gonna be there, but there's nothing new.
I feel like they're gonna drop something though.
I hope so.
They're good at that, right?
So what do you think Microsoft and Square Enix are gonna show?
Well, apparently Microsoft has like 14 first-party games to show off, but they did buy like fucking every studio last year.
And that's what they did last year, is they announced like these are all the fucking studios we have now. So be prepared for next year when we got all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited.
I'm kind of curious on what they're gonna do for sure.
They also just announced Game Pass for PC,
which is awesome.
And they're bringing a bunch of games to Steam. Give me that. Like Gears 5 and Age of Empires Definitive Editions, which I fucking love Age of Empires, so I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yep. I'm waiting for Age of Mythologies because that's my favorite. But anyway, as far as like predictions, I'm sure we'll see more of Gears 6.
5.
That's what I meant. I'm hoping we see Halo Infinite at least a little bit.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get like, and Halo Reach is playable now.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure we'll get that. So that's, I don't know, but otherwise it's gonna be new stuff. Maybe Banjo.
Banjo on Switch.
Or Banjo on anything.
I'm down for that.
Like new Banjo.
Oh, like a Banjo Nuts and Bolts 2.
Oh, dude, Nuts and Bolts 2.
The world would fucking burn.
I got $1,000 on Banjo Nuts and Bolts 2.
You can't get up here, you fuck.
What else? Who else is there?
Oh shit, these guys can get up here though. No. You got Bethesda, Square Enix.
Okay, Bethesda, do you think we'll see Elder Scrolls 6?
I think we'll see. I mean, they announced it last. I would think they'd be like, here's something.
Right, or at least like where it's going to take place.
Yeah. Which I don't know the lore about that series at all, so.
Neither do I. We've got EA.
Do a story summary on it.
There will not be a traditional press conference. So they will not be announcing anything. Microsoft. Oh yeah, Project X Cloud. Their cloud computing thing.
Okay.
That might be shown off. Bethesda's got Doom. Eternal.
I think they got that new Wolfenstein game, I think, that they might show off, talk a little bit more about, even though it's coming out pretty soon.
Is there a new Wolfenstein coming out?
Yeah, Youngblood or something, or Old Blood, one of the two. I think it's Youngblood, because I think Old Blood already came out.
Old Blood did, yeah. So they're making Youngblood as well?
Yeah.
Fair
Comes
enough.
out in July, I think, maybe? I don't know, I forgot.
Oh yeah, and then there's the PC gaming show, which will probably have something from like Devolver and all of them.
Yeah, I think Devolver's in it too.
Devolver, I mean, everything they put out is generally...
What's a game? I don't even know what they've put out.
So Devolver is an indie publisher. So they put out like Enter the Gungeon,
Okay.
which I fucking hate, but Aziza loves.
Yeah, it seems like a game that people generally like. I mean, besides you, obviously.
Seems like some sane people like. People who like video games like that game.
People who have more tame opinions. On...
Listen, my problem with Enter the Gungeon, I love roguelike games.
Sure.
Okay? Enter the Gungeon has no external progression. So like generally in roguelike games, even if you keep dying and dying and dying,
yeah,
you get something from all your dying. So like you get like some kind of permanent upgrade in the long run.
Okay.
Or you like unlock new things that can change the way you play the game. Enter the Gungeon, you die and die and die, and all that does is like I even like looked online. I was like, is there any kind of fucking progression here? And like in the forums, they're just like, the progression is you get better. I said, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna get better. I suck at games. At least give me some kind of fucking help here, guys.
right.
But whatever. It's just my opinion. But Devolver also put out Red Strings Club, which was my favorite game of last year and one of my favorite games of all time.
Okay.
So, but I mean, they're a publisher, so it's whatever indie game they find and publish. So I'm sure we'll see some cool indies. We've got Ubisoft probably showing off some Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Fuck.
Because we haven't seen anything from that since they announced it. Maybe we'll get some shit for Division. Which is pretty good. Square Enix, we'll see the Avengers game,
Yeah.
which is supposedly, it's rumored to be 4-player co-op. And I think cross-platform, but who knows about that.
Mm-hmm.
But 4-player co-op Avengers would be fucking sweet. Like, one person's Iron Man, one person's fucking Thor, one person's Captain America, one person's Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I think I saw something that was like, you could make your own character.
That would be dope too.
So, we'll see.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see what they're doing with that. And Crystal Dynamics is making it.
Yeah.
So, have you played any of the new Tomb Raiders?
Played the first one. It was pretty good. I don't know.
I would trust them
Yeah.
with a fucking high IP like that. Then we got Nintendo, probably. I'm just reading Digital Trends news here. They're listing things in development for that. Luigi's Mansion 3, Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's been a heavy rumor of Ocarina of Time HD.
Oh, I've heard of that, and I've heard of Wind Waker. Ah!
Wind Waker HD already exists, Chris.
I know, but like a new one.
Like for Switch?
Yeah.
I can see that. It's because they already did all the work.
And Twilight Princess, too, as I think.
Yeah, that's right. Like, basically the Switch has just been the Wii U 2.0.
Yeah.
Like, there have been so many re-releases, which I'm fine with, because I don't want to keep my fucking Wii U hooked up. And also, a lot of people miss the Wii U, so might as well just, double dip.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Ocarina HD, I would fucking love. You just have to re-release Ocarina of Time 3D on the Switch, and I'd love it. I just want to play Ocarina of Time on my TV. That's my problem. Is like, that is such a big game to constrain to a handheld.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate it, what they did, but I would so much rather play it on a TV.
God damn it, man. Oh, yeah, baby.
It makes me just want to emulate it. Like, the 3D one, just so I can play it on a TV.
I fucking just stabbed him in the face.
Dude. Hi, I'm John Fogerty. I'm also a developer at Naughty Dog, in addition to my esteemed music career.
Difficulties on easy.
I know. I think we should have enemies that can kill you in one hit and crowd you from all angles.
So annoying.
What else did Naughty Dog make?
Oh, they made, didn't they make the fucking...
Did they make Uncharted?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So, fucking, if there's one thing Naughty Dog knows how to do, it's make fucking terrible enemy spawning and just don't play test their games. Because the first 3 Uncharted's had that fucking problem, too.
They also made Crash Bandicoot.
Until somebody at fucking Naughty Dog got, they just like smacked everybody in the face and was like, we're gonna make a good game. And they're like, okay. And then they made Uncharted 4 and it was really good. I'm still still fucking surprised at how much I loved Uncharted 4. Because I hate all the other ones.
You want to do some Q&A?
Let's do some Q&A, Chris. Hop into the last segment of... Can I get another stab?
Q&A.
Alright, questions and answers. If you are in the chat on YouTube, type in a question and we will answer. But I gotta actually
If
get
the question
there
is,
first.
why do you suck ass at this game? The answer is, I don't know.
Because it sucks. The game sucks. Nate Harris gave us a super chat, said just wanted to show some support. Thank you so much, Nate Harris.
Thanks, Nate Harris.
We love you. If you are watching this later on and you've made it this far, first off, thank you. Second off, go on, subscribe, hit the bell, because if you're in the chat for one of these Uncuts, you can ask us a question and we will answer. So go ahead and ask us questions in the chat, even though it says we're not reading the chat. So I'm reading through to see if
Sure.
all right, Core Boy asked 10 minutes ago, will you smash your dad if you were gunned down?
I mean, if I was gunned down, I'd be dead, right?
That's, yeah, I guess.
I mean, if someone was pointing a gun at me, I don't know.
Would you smash your dad?
Like punch him in the face?
I think they mean have sex with him.
No, I was just pleading ignorance.
Fair enough.
No? I don't know.
My answer is no, because, I mean, that's a win-win,
Oh, you just...
right? I don't have to have sex with my dad, and I get to die quickly, so...
Very true.
Right? Rocksta Malley asks, what is the top video game in 2019? I'm gonna assume so far.
I haven't played much,
Right?
to be
Me
honest. I'm trying to think of a new game that I've played. But, I mean, you'd probably say, what, Devil May Cry?
I haven't played it.
Oh.
Literally, when we played it on the show.
That was it?
That's the only experience I've had with Devil May Cry 5.
Shoot.
Yeah, I've only been playing old games for the What You Need to Know.
Alright, let's change this question then. What's your favorite game you've played so far this year?
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a good one. You know what? I surprisingly loved Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars.
Yeah?
It's the first time I ever played it, and I enjoyed it immensely.
Okay.
Especially for what it is. You know, it's like a top-down, and I hate the top-down Grand Theft Auto games with a fucking passion. But they did it kind of at like a 3/4 angle,
Yeah.
and it works really well. And I actually really enjoyed Chinatown Wars.
Okay. For me, I don't know. I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey this year, and
Which kingdom was your favorite? I like New Donk City.
cause Super Mario Odyssey. Was that why you woke up screaming in the middle of the night to make that joke?
Yeah, I was like, Odyssey!
I gotta make the best joke.
They're both Odyssey! My heart!
We're good. Don't think that just now.
Yeah, I don't know. It was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Just, I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was really good. It was like a good RPG version of Assassin's Creed, and I just really enjoyed like the historical like aspects of it. Like
Yeah.
the, you know, like people have said, you know, like historians have said that the story and like the politics are pretty spot on, but there's also kind of like mythological aspects to it.
Sure.
Like you fight a Cyclops and a Minotaur and that.
I thought that was a bold choice, because like isn't it mostly grounded in reality? Like you don't.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But like Assassin's Creed games have always had that weird like,
I need help for this.
I don't know, like the basis of the first 3-4 games is like there was an ancient society and they all died, but they left the Apple of Eden type of thing.
Oh, I suppose. But isn't that more like, it's almost like saying like I was watching the Da Vinci Code and all of a sudden Tom Hanks fights a Cyclops.
I suppose,
like,
yeah.
It's one thing to like take history and kind of put a spin on it.
Yeah.
But to like literally bring in mythological creatures, I feel is a strange, not like bad choice, but
Yeah.
it's just weird given the context of the rest of the series not having that. It's like if you were playing Black Flag and there was like sirens. Or mermaids or whatever.
But I enjoyed it.
That's good. I was just thinking, I tried Dreams as well.
Okay.
What a fucking game that is, dude.
You like it?
Oh, I love it. So I haven't had much of a chance to get into it, because it's like a full-time job.
Yeah.
That game, like figuring it out. There is a full-fledged DAW in that game. Digital Audio Workstation.
Really?
You can just fucking make songs. Like, you can record, you can sequence, like, there's synths, like, people can make their own, like, samples and upload it.
That's fucking awesome.
Like, you can just download Marshall amp guitar sounds and just make a song with guitars, or drums, or whatever, and, like, just make songs. And that's only part of it.
Yeah.
And then you can make games, or animations, or models. Like, literally, you can use the motion controllers and, like, ZBrush sculpt models that you can animate. Like, it's a full-fledged creation utility. It's fucking insane.
I feel like that game's flying under a lot of radars, too.
For sure, for sure. It's in early access, quote-unquote, right now, but there's so much you can do with it. Somebody remade PT, and it's actually, like, good.
Wow.
Like, they recorded the sound from the radio. There's that.
4899.
It's funny though, because like they didn't bother to model like the ghost lady very well, so it's like a Minecraft looking lady almost. You're like, that's not scary. But just like the just the utter like creativity of it all is just crazy.
That's amazing,
that somebody made that in a video game.
Yeah, I'd imagine like if a lot of more people knew about that. It's on PlayStation, right? Like that's it?
PS4, that's it.
Yeah. So I imagine if that was on PC, there'd be some fucking out of this world.
As I was playing it, or working with it, I kept looking at Aziz. I'm like, this would be so much fucking easier with a mouse and keyboard.
Sure.
But I still love it for what it is. Like it is so crazy. Like I remember back in the day, I played the map editor in Time Splitters, and like you could set your own rules. Like I made basically a horde mode before horde mode existed.
Yeah,
you just had to fight all these zombies, and like I was just like, this is it. This is awesome. You don't need another game. You can just make your own game inside of this game.
Yeah,
and that's how I actually feel about Dreams, because it's like anybody can just make a fucking game and just release it.
That's awesome.
And they're looking at actually letting creators sell it as well. So then it's like got a marketplace you can sell your creations to. It's fucking dope shit, man.
That is cool, because then you could just make. It's like more incentive to make things, right? To make some cool shit.
For sure.
Yeah. Any other questions on there?
Rocksta asked, how do you guys feel about Spider-Man, the video game? Did you play it all the way through?
Have not played any of Spider-Man.
Oh shit! You gotta get on that, brother.
But everyone likes it, so
it was so good. Like as a lifelong Spider-Man fan, it was all I could ever hope for in a Spider-Man video game.
That's I gotta get on that.
Did I tell you I cried during Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes, you did. Tell me that.
Oh, did I tell you it on the show?
No.
Everybody out there, I cried during Into the Spider-Verse. So I was watching it, and I was like, this is the Spider-Man movie I've wanted since I was a child, and I never thought I'd see, and I saw it, and it made me cry. That's really it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Bob Ross asked, will you play the best 2019 game, Blood Waves? I feel that's a better question for Chris.
No.
Oh, you sure?
I mean, you played it.
I did play it.
Played 3 hours of it, right?
Something like that, yeah. And, that's all I needed.
3 hours is all you need.
Yeah, and I literally only lost because Aziza walked in front of the TV. And, like, I got blown up. And I wasn't even mad. Like, I was just like, well, there's the ending.
There it is.
I'm like, that's the logical conclusion. Because otherwise I probably would have kept going bored out of my mind for another 2 hours.
Right.
Bob Ross said it's okay to cry while watching Spider-Verse. You screamed in your bed. That was a little different, though. Right. I thought I was dying.
You know.
Yeah, there's a difference between dying and, like, joy of being a kid and be like, this is never gonna happen, and then just watching it and it's happening.
Yeah, it was tears of joy, really. Again, then like nostalgia kind of washing over me. Because, like, Chris, you'll understand when you almost hit your 30s. You get to this point in your life when you're just like, you realize your childhood's dead, and like that wonder's never coming back, and like it's cool to just have those moments of being like, oh yeah, that's what it's like. Like that's remember when life was simple?
So much innocence and you know, you just get up during a summer day, you brush your teeth, eat a freaking PB&J. Ah, what the?
Damn it.
Well, at least I still got the ladder.
I was thinking about that, when was I was thinking about that semi recently, because I was like, I saw that, summer vacation, like for kids is only 2 months. Like 2 months, 2.5 months. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, that seemed like a fucking year and a half when I was a kid. Like summer vacation felt so long. Mm-hmm. And now like 2 months flashes by. It's crazy. All right, kids, any more questions for your boys before we sign off? We're doing a last call as we talk about the Patreon. Chris, did you know that we had a Patreon?
We have a Patreon again?
Yeah, we have a Patreon again. It's reopened. Y'all can go support us on there. You can get some exclusive stuff that we haven't made yet because we don't have Patreons that'll actually like enjoy it. So get on that and we'll start making some Patreon content for y'all. And also, Chris, you can, if you pick a particular tier, you can like tell us what games to play, and we have to do it. Like it's no longer suggestive gaming; it's demandative gaming. Within reason.
Yes, within reason, of course.
Bob Ross said, "So if they make an Overwatch movie when I'm 30 years old, I'll probably cry." You might.
Yeah, you never know.
Zarya's in it.
Do I set this on here?
I think. Well, no, he's not going to do it.
Because I gotta bridge the gap, right?
Hello! He was doing like a fucking Michael Jackson, like, ho! Hey-oh! No, yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that.
I forgot. He really doesn't like being on the... Doesn't like being on the pallet. What the flip, Chip?
I don't know who Chip is, and I'm offended.
Can I, like, force pull the ladder over here?
Yeah,
Scorpion, get over here!
Speaking of Scorpion, Chris, just real quick aside, a bunch of folks have been asking to cover the Mortal Kombat storyline on What You Need to Know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come out and say it.
It's not happening?
Never happening. Can I tell you why it's never happening?
Because it's fucking too many games and they're just not...
It's not even that, Chris. It's not even too many games. I'm fine with covering a bunch of games. We could split that up into parts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, up there. Oh. No, it's never happening because fuck Ed Boon and fuck NetherRealm Studios. Alright?
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Hot take, they're pieces of shit.
Alright.
When I played Mortal Kombat 9 on Xbox, I fucking threw the controller at my girlfriend's foot. It was an accident. Didn't know her foot was there. But I threw a controller. Because the fucking ending boss was stupid hard out of nowhere. It's bad game design.
That's how they all are, right?
Yep. And now they added microtransactions to,
What the fuck?
yeah, that doesn't help at all. Now they added microtransactions to fucking, Infamous 2. Not Infamous. What's it called? The DC fighting game.
Injustice.
Injustice 2. There you go. And, made it basically impossible to progress in that game without spending $1 bajillion.
Yeah.
Fuck these guys. They suck. They can't make games for shit. Ed Boon's a piece of garbage. And, yeah. So, I won't play those games out of principle.
Ooh.
I won't make anything even, you know...
Alright, we cut at the river.
That's where we're cutting?
Yeah.
Did you get a save?
Well, I can save right now, though.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Remember to pop in next time where you can ask questions that'll show up on this stream and video.
And bear with us on this.
Bear with us on what?
Just like the new format, man.
Yes, this is a new format. Hopefully, we'll get better as we go. But we're hoping to do this. What, do we want to do this every Friday now?
Sure.
It's part of the streams. Every Friday, pop back in. SuggestiveGaming.com. or youtube.com/suggestivegaming, and you can join us. So thank you all again, and we will see you next time. Chris?
See you guys. I miss you for the week that will be gone. I really will. You know?
It's a good ending. All right, folks. See you next time.